Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and your connection to each other. Today's reading is going to be all about their general thoughts and feelings towards you and your connection at this time. Not necessarily their most recent thoughts and feelings, but rather in general, where does their mind tend to go when they think about you, and how do they truly feel about you and your connection? Okay, first up we have the Five of Wands. Interesting. We also have the Page of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so let's get started with those first two cards, and then I'll pull some more as we go along here. I feel like maybe you and your person have been going through some conflict with each other. If it's not between the two of you, it could be external things that are creating issues in your dynamic, okay? Like outside obstacles that are influencing this connection. Because your person's been thinking about that a lot. It's something that they consistently go to when they think about you is conflict, but also conflict resolution. With the Page of Cups, we have the energy of apologies, making amends, offering emotion, offering their heart, trying to resolve the situation. So regardless of where this conflict is coming from between you or your person or outside parties or influences, they think about this a lot, that there's conflict that's getting in the middle of your connection. It's sort of acting as a third party, this external conflict. And they think about ways that they can resolve this because your person really doesn't like whatever this conflict is, whether it's between both of you or caused by external stuff. They're upset by it. They don't like it, and they want to figure out how to stop it and make things right. Your person might be really adverse to fighting or bickering. I think that this person is really trying to act as a peacemaker or trying to figure out how they can take on that role. Let's get a few more cards out though. Ooh, okay. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. I think this person also really values your input, okay? So for a lot of you watching, I feel like maybe this conflict isn't necessarily between the two of you strictly. It's likely there are external things that are causing drama or causing chaos in your connection. Now that might spark arguments, but it's not directly from you to them for most of you watching. And that's part of why your person wants to work with you as a team. I think that if you collaborate together and try to problem solve whatever this is together, that's something your person is really interested in. They might even be thinking about a way that they can bring that up to you directly, or maybe that's something that the two of you already do. Like you almost have like team meetings or really good back and forth about how to get through these obstacles or how to work through that external junk, I guess you can say. Because they really value your input. They feel like the two of you make a good team with one another. They do also view you as somebody who is a good counterbalance and a good counterpart. Maybe you have a very different way of problem solving or thinking in general, and so they really, really value hearing your side of the story and seeing what you have to say. They really care about your input, specifically when it comes to communication. So some of you watching might be intellectuals. Maybe you are really, really good at problem solving, and that could be a skill that you have that your person might not be quite as good at. That could also be why they really value your input, because they feel like you're smart, you have a good head on your shoulders, and you also see things differently than they do, so you can provide like different points of view and the ability to look at things through different angles. All right, let's get a few more cards. Then we're going to talk about their intentions. Interesting. I don't know if I can show this to you. So I just shuffled. I have one of my rock dishes to the side of the filming equipment. And this stone like just flew off the rock thing and landed on here. I can't pick it up because you have to wash your hands after touching it. I forgot what stone this is technically, but you're supposed to wash your hands with soapy water, and I'm not going to do that right now. So Anyway, some of you might be interested in getting some yellow crystals or yellow stones. Yellow, of course, is the color of the solar plexus chakra, so that could be meaningful for some of you out there. Maybe you are in the process of opening your solar plexus or working on your confidence, or maybe you're just very confident in general, and that is another reason your person goes to you for guidance, advice, and support, because you are quite bold and confident in the way you present yourself, and that could be something they admire about you. Anyway, the back of that is the Four of Wands. All right, so it is very clear to me that your person is interested in harmony. They consider you a partner or a potential partner. The Four of Wands is a card of unions and celebrations, sometimes even marriages or gatherings of friends and family. It's one of the happiest cards in tarot for a reason. And since that is the last card we had come out for you for this spread on your person's overall thoughts and feelings, it's telling me that they feel like you are already such an important part of their world. For most of you watching, this is probably somebody you're currently dating or seeing. If not, that is definitely on their mind and something they really genuinely want to have with you. They want to be in union with you. For some of you out there, they want more of a permanent union, okay, such as a marriage or like a formal celebration of the two of you being in union together. And again, it's because they view you as somebody who is such an asset to them in so many ways. You provide so much abundance to them. And I'm not even talking about material world abundance. Like, they find you to be so smart. You're so caring. You're such a good teammate for them. They feel like you have their back. They can rely on you to help them with whatever they're going through. You know, for some of you watching, it might not even be conflict that is interfering with you personally too much. It might just be that your person has a lot of stuff on their plate right now. And whenever they feel overwhelmed by the external conflict in their life, they feel like you are a supporter for them. Like, you really have their back. You always have their best interest in mind, and they really do value you and want you to be a part of their life for many years to come, from what I can see, because they feel like you are genuinely such a supportive person to them. Now, let's get some cards out on their intentions. Whoop. Okay, so first up, we have the Three of Cups. I feel like that is relating to whatever this conflict is. For some of you, it could be another person. Doesn't have to be, though. Could even be a job or something like that. Whatever this conflict is the third party. And I noted that earlier, even though we didn't have third party cards technically come out. It's acting as the conflict that you and or your person are dealing with here is definitely acting like a third party to the connection, interfering, getting between the two of you, or causing drama. Hold up a second. Okay. Gotta reshuffle that. That was way too many. By the way, if you've been resonating with the reading so far and you haven't yet, I would love it if you would help support the channel by liking the video and consider subscribing if you're new. I do release readings every single day, knock on wood, unless there's something big going on. So we'd love to have you join us. Anyway, I love to see that. Okay, hold on. This flew out of the deck too as I was getting ready to like talk about the two cards. So to clarify the Three of Cups, we have the Eight of Cups, and I love to see that coming from your person's intentions, because to me that's a direct indication that they're planning on walking away from whatever that third party conflict is. So whether it's a person, a job, a situation, internal conflict that they're experiencing, whatever it is, which I feel like you know what it is, this isn't a surprise to you. They're planning on leaving it behind. You know, the Eight of Cups can honestly be a beautiful card because it talks about making a conscious choice to leave something or someone behind because you know that it's not serving you. It's not serving your highest good, and making a decision to start again, start new, and try something different or go in a different direction. And so it's very clear to me that your person wants to resolve this conflict. They think about it, and not only that, they plan on acting on that. They don't want this conflict to continue to spiral, okay? And then this card really wanted to come out as well. There could be an exciting new adventure your person is planning on going on. For some of you, it's travel. It could be a trip. It could just be a fun date. Whatever it is, I think your person is planning something fun for the two of you. Maybe there's just been a lot of heaviness going on in this connection with that conflict, and your person is like, hey, we need a break. We need to go have some fun. We need to do something spontaneous. They plan on kind of bringing the heat, bringing the fun, the passion into this connection. So they might have a date planned or a fun adventure or something like that. Okay, let's get a couple more cards out. Talk to me about this person's intentions. They're being messy with the deck now, so I'm switching decks. Sometimes that happens in my readings when I'm meant to use a specific deck because of images. So you might find hidden symbols or upfront symbols that resonate, okay? Beautiful. So we have the Ace of Cups, and I love this card because to me, it sort of represents giving someone your heart, giving them your essence, your love, your emotions, because it almost looks like a heart at the very center of this cup here, radiating out of the heart chakra. This person is quite literally handing their heart over on like a silver platter, basically. So your person is planning on giving more of their emotion to you. They're intending on giving more of their essence to you, maybe being more direct, more clear. They could even have a really important love offer to bring you. The Ace of Cups in its literal form talks about new beginnings in romance. So, you know, sometimes it talks about new relationships or entering into new chapters of a current relationship. So it's clear to me that your person is planning on that. They want to take things from wherever the two of you are right now up a notch to the next level. And it could have something to do with this date that they're planning or this adventure that they are planning on going on. Or it could be more metaphorical in the sense that they're ready to take that leap of faith with you. They're ready to take things to the next level, and maybe it feels a little bit rushed or spontaneous, but they feel like it's time and they're ready for it. So love to see it. I'm going to get ready to close our reading off with a message just for you now. I love ending my readings on that note so you can remember to bring that energy and focus back towards yourself again, to do a little reset and recharge. Okay, so your first personal message is the white turkey. The power to heal the earth is within you, okay? And I just heard volunteer work, so maybe some of you have been thinking about doing some sort of volunteer work to help the planet, you know, picking up trash in your local park or beach or something like that, or even just like doing it on your own. You don't have to be a part of a volunteer club to do something to help the earth or help the planet. And in a broader sense, it could even just be by shining your light. You could be a healer or an empath or somebody who just really has a positive energy to share with others. So it's kind of like the pay it forward concept. When you're kind to someone, sometimes it inspires them to go ahead and be kind to another person, creating a really nice chain reaction of love and positivity. So love to see it. And then your affirmation of the day, I always encourage you to affirm with me. You can do it in whatever way you like, dropping it in the comments, typing it out, writing it down, whatever you see fit. It is today I will express myself. Today I will express my feelings openly and honestly by writing them down and reading them aloud. So maybe even doing some journaling. I looked up and saw 1333 as I said that. Maybe do some journaling or something like that, or even just, you know, speak your truth out loud. Be very expressive today. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. Thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you for a future reading. Bye for now.